or send us on, whatever.
He wants Take us out. Take us out. I don't fly planes, but hello and welcome everyone to the For the Geeks podcast for Sunday, February 19th, 2023. Aha, I did it right this time. I am one of your hosts, Jonathan Miranda, and today it's just going to be me and Chris Seger. Me and Chris have some things to talk about. Everybody's sick. People are working. It's been a shit show. I'm still sick. He's sick. But we figured we should probably just record anyways because we're here. Might as well. There's nothing else to do. So let's start off this Sunday right. Let's start off your weeks right with some brand new For the Geeks content. If you enjoy the show, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe in the bottom. Follow us on YouTube at youtube.com/forthegeekspodcast, twitch.tv/forthegeeksgames, which today, well, you won't know that now, but today and tomorrow on Monday. Oh, wait, this doesn't come out until Tuesday, huh?
Yeah, Tuesday at noon.
The video. Oh, yeah, the audio doesn't come out. Okay. Well, this week, once you listen to this episode, this week, I will have already started playing Atomic Hearts. It is a new game that's coming out on Game Pass and Xbox consoles. I believe PlayStation as well. It looks really cool. I have no idea what it's about, and I've done a big old blackout before I played it just so I can be as impressed about it as I want to be. I'll be playing Atomic Hearts this whole week, basically. And so stop by, give us a stop, give us a follow, watch me for like 5 minutes if you can. That'd be great.
Roll.
And today we are talking about absolutely
random shit.
Yeah, I did not put anything together this week. We're supposed to put together that key bank of things to talk about, random bullshit to give up.
Key bank?
Yeah.
A bank of keys?
Yeah. You know what a key bank is. Don't be that way.
No, I don't. I know what a key ring is.
You've never heard of a key bank.
I've never heard
before.
the term. No.
A key bank is something that has keywords in it when you're doing puzzles and things like that. You use that key bank.
Trigger words. Okay.
No, not trigger words.
I know.
You really have never heard of a key bank? That bothers me so much because that means the education system has failed you and you didn't learn this. You're the same fucking age of me. You are the same fucking age as me. How do you not know what a key bank is? I have different intelligence than you because I've never heard it before. It's that simple. It was literally a major cornerstone of things that teachers would do for you when you were in grades 1 through 6.
I never had anything like that where you have a keyword thing.
Oh my God. Somebody let us know in the comments who's crazier because I swear to God, key banks are a thing. Anyways,
they're not.
We didn't make our little thing with all of the random topics.
This is why I write stuff down in my phone so I can remember.
No, but we're supposed to put down little topics. Remember, we had
I have stories to talk about. We haven't had a meeting in forever. Okay.
Literally had a meeting 2 weeks ago.
No, we didn't. That was 3 weeks ago.
Maybe
in January.
No,
we haven't had February yet.
Yeah, that was February.
Whatever.
Because you guys didn't want to freaking do it on the Wednesdays. You were complaining.
Oh yeah, because I'm too tired on Wednesday. Fuck you, bitch. Anyway, what have I been up to? So the other day, I'm gonna start with the weirdest. So this is how I know this person is white on the inside. This is the whitest thing I've ever heard. I was at lunch the other day at work.
You need to roll that one
the fucking phone. Okay, I'm groggy from the edible. So last night. So listen. Okay, when I had lunch. Was it Thursday?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Thursday. No, sorry, Wednesday. I had lunch Wednesday at 2 Wednesdays ago at work. I get in the kitchen, coworkers there. It's like, oh, hey, what are you eating? I'm like, just rice and chicken and rice, air fried chicken with custom hot sauce. I'm like, what are you eating? Meatball, spaghetti with meat sauce that her mom's boyfriend made for the family. I'm like, okay, cool. And then we hear behind us, as we're standing at the counter warming up our food, this chick, she's like, have you guys tried it with ranch? Spaghetti with ranch is delicious. I'm like, oh, that is the nastiest thing I've ever heard of. And immediately right there, me and my other coworker, we turned, we laughed at each other, and we just walked out. We're just like, we can't follow up with that. That was the stupidest shit I've heard. And I told I'm like, she's supposed to be Latina. I told my Latino friends, and they're like, yeah, she's not one of us anymore. So she lost her Latina card and got an honorary white person card for putting ranch on spaghetti. You just don't do that.
I'm never going to do that in my life, but to defend
Me neither.
To defend that point, do you put ranch on your pizza?
No, I hate that too. People did that in high school. It's fucking nasty. You're ruining a piece of art that is already delicious from the get-go. You don't need to add anything else other than Parmesan cheese or the crushed red peppers. That's it. Other than that, you don't put sauce, nothing. Because people in high school would put ketchup and ranch on their pizza.
I wouldn't put ketchup and ranch, but I'll put ranch on my pizza. Ranch for sure, because ranch is just good.
It is, but it doesn't belong with pizza.
Yes, it does.
Like
absolutely.
pineapple, it doesn't belong on pizza.
No, I don't know. Pineapple doesn't really, it's not my thing. Like I can eat it, but it's not like the greatest thing in the world. But ranch for sure. I'm 100% on the boat for ranch on pizza. You're crazy.
I am crazy.
That is
but
weird.
It doesn't belong there.
Not as crazy as the girl with spaghetti ranch. That's just
gross. That's Italian dish. That's more Italian than pizza. And because pasta's everything, and you just ruin it with fucking American ranch and Hidden Valley shit. Ugh. So
at least do good ranch.
That happened. Like Wingstop. Wingstop is good ranch.
Yeah, they do have good ranch. You know who else has good? Oh, I don't know if you have. Yeah, do you guys have Angelo's over there? I don't think you do.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, they're only over here, and then in Inland Empire, they have good ranch.
Pretty good ranch. What kind of food?
It's like a burger place, Diner Burgers. They do everything though. They do Mexican food. They do burgers. They do everything.
Oh yeah, all in
really
one
place. Okay, it's really good. It's like a mainstay. It's actually kind of like a big mainstay place out here. I think the first one out here in Orange County was on somewhere next to Disneyland, and then they built a few other ones. And then there's one out in Riverside next to March Air Force Base. Yes.
Oh, that reminds me. So another story. Well, it's not really a story. It's just something that happened. I was just, randomly you'll just pick your nose and, just get a booger out. So this other day, it was like 2 weeks ago, right after the last podcast, I was gaming and then I'm like, okay, hold on. Do that. Pick a booger. Guess what fucking happens?
What?
I start gushing blood. Yeah, I had a really bad nosebleed, and I'm like, holy fuck! Like I had to run to the bathroom because it was just coming out, and I'm like, oh, good thing I remember my lifeguard training. So I'm like, put pressure here, put stuff here, lean forward, and just let it. That was weird. I'm assuming that happened because it's super fucking dry now.
It could be. You could also have super fucking high blood pressure.
No, I have medicine for that, so no, I don't have high blood pressure anymore.
Just because you have medicine for it doesn't mean you don't have high blood pressure anymore.
The last time I went to the doctor 2 years ago, they said it was fine. So shut up. Okay.
Fine.
They said it was fine.
Fine because the medication puts it down. Not because
I know how to be calm. Okay. I know how to every day.
I don't know how well you're doing the in your life.
I do it all the time at work. I'm just like, this isn't my problem. This isn't my problem. And less stress. Even though I bitch about everything, that's bottled up for bitching that I get out later. Or when I go to the gym, I get the bitching out that way just by screaming and punching boxing pads and heavy bags and weights and shit.
Yeah, but heavy bags is the way to go. That's what I used to do when I went to the gym. When I was going to the gym, if I was like having a really fucking bad day, I would just hit the heavy bag for like 10 minutes.
It's good. I mean, thankfully my trainers know Muay Thai, so they always dedicate at least 15 minutes of Muay Thai workout, so I can just get it out that way. But yeah, it's good.
Even without trainers, all you really need to do is practice the basics. If you practice the basics, you're fine.
Yeah.
Focus on your basics and you will never lose a fight.
Yes. Another thing. So here's another thing that happened. And I told you about this. Somebody hacked my Walmart account. Like I woke up. It was like a week ago. I woke up.
You have a Walmart account?
Yeah, so I can order stuff to my house.
Okay. I thought you meant like their membership thing.
No. Okay. I don't have Walmart Plus.
Okay. I was about to be
but the person bought Walmart Plus while I was asleep at like fucking midnight. And I wake up and I'm like, I have to go to work. So I'm on fucking I go on my Walmart account and I'm like, holy shit, yeah, I thought they would buy something ridiculous. They did. They spent $50 buying 3 boxes of denture tablets to mail to San Jose, which is 6 hours north of us. So, but the account that was using it came from Arkansas because somehow the location is logged on my bank statement, and I had to. Yeah, well, I canceled my Walmart, my Walmart, my debit card, so I can get a new one. Changed the debit card off Walmart, replaced it with PayPal like it should have been, and then I proceeded to remove my debit card off of every website, replace it only with PayPal that directly connects to my bank, or just use my credit card because that's easier to get your money back because it's literally a line of credit. And then I talked to the support staff by chat instead of my phone, and I was very calm. I was very calm because the chat person was like, "Thank you for being so calm and cordial. You're the only person that's done that today." And I'm like, "No, I get it. You guys are people too. You have to be nice to customer service people. If the golden rule is going to apply anywhere, it should be customer service because they deal with morons 24/7, and they don't need another one." So I was totally nice. They were able to fix my account, and yeah, that got solved.
Well, that's good. I know it's a big pain in the ass when you lose data like that.
It is.
I know what's weird is I always thought it would be a bigger problem for me, but it's not.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
How big?
I don't know. I mean, what, like stealing credit card data or something like that, you know?
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
It's simple now to steal it and then just reset everything. It's like, okay, turn off my card or get a new card and I'm fine.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I just, I haven't had that problem. And I put 2-factor authentication on everything. So it's just like, even if my shit gets stolen, like, what are you going to do? It's going to come right to my phone and I'm going to know immediately.
I started doing that too.
Oh, I've been doing that for years.
Because also for the listeners, my fucking Epic Games account got hacked within the last year too. Like apparently, and this is stupid because 1, Yahoo is bullshit. 2, I never got an email from Epic saying I had suspicious activity. I stopped using it, Epic Games launcher. I stopped using it after I beat Kingdom Hearts 3 last year. And then I just booted it up like 2 weeks ago. And I tried to get in. They're like, "Oh, this account doesn't exist." I'm like, no. I put $200 worth of shit into this account. You give me back my games. And they're like, "Oh, sorry. Yeah, it seems there was suspicious activity and shit." I sent like 20 fucking emails.
Yeah.
Back and forth. And they kept sending me password reset links to 2 of my emails, which were Yahoo. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, okay, let's try this with a Gmail account. What happens? Instantly, I get my email to reset my password with Gmail. I'm like, this is bullshit. It is. And people tell me you should switch off of Yahoo. I'm like, fuck you. It is ingrained into all the websites I use. I'm not resetting all that shit.
I mean, you really should, to be fair.
No.
But, it is what it is. You don't have to do it.
Back.
But I feel like it would be better to do it just because Yahoo's such a janky fucking system, dude. There's like no protection for anything.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, what is it going to take you? Maybe an hour's worth of like redirecting all of your emails and login stuff. Like maybe an hour's worth of time to give you the peace of mind and the comfort knowing that your stuff is protected behind something.
And I have to reprint my business cards, and I don't want to do that.
You should. Anyone that sees yahoo.com is sitting there thinking to themselves, what the fuck?
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. Yahoo.com sucks. Even Gmail is not a good thing. No, you shouldn't be.
I've had the same Yahoo account since I was 12.
You should be finding yourself a way to get a website that you can put on there and buy.
I have one, but that requires me to pay for a website, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, but it looks better.
I have a Adobe portfolio page. So on my card, you can actually scan a QR code and it'll take you right to the Adobe portfolio website. So there,
I was gonna say,
which I pay for Adobe every month.
I was gonna say, I don't know how many people would do that either, but it's better than putting a Yahoo email.
Bitch, it'll go straight to my Yahoo though. So fuck you.
I mean, those password resets didn't go straight to your Yahoo.
Shut the fuck up. This is different. That's Epic Game. Epic Game is whack.
Just saying.
Yeah.
If anyone thinks that Sniffles should change his email, please let us know. Because I'm definitely on the side of he needs to change his fucking email to a different one.
I have 3 Yahoo emails and 1 AOL email and 1 Gmail. Although AOL apparently deletes your email if it's inactive for a year. Cleans it out. So I don't have any old emails in there.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
It's to save you space. It's basic. It's basic email retention.
No.
You're not supposed to keep emails for that fucking long.
Yes, you are.
What do major businesses do? Even at my job, I have a retention time for emails that after a certain time, they have to be deleted. There's a reason for that, Sniffles.
Nope.
Leaving old information in old emails gives people another backdoor into your information.
Well, you shouldn't let anyone go in your back door.
People got in 2 of your back doors this past week already. So
we only have one back door.
You should be you let them in twice then.
That's not.
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah, exactly. God.
Bitch.
Oh man.
I can't laugh. My chest is gonna hurt. Fucking shit.
Good. You need it right now.
Anyway, let's talk about something interesting. The DCU.
Interesting. What are you talking about?
Shut the fuck up.
I thought Shut the fuck up. Wildly interesting.
We are segueing into the DCU because I'd love to.
Terrible segue.
You know what's a terrible segue? The Segway.
Actually, you know what? I don't know because I've never been on one. Have you ever been on a
Segway?
Segway?
No, they're too goofy. I would never.
They are a little goofy, but they like
lime scooters are better.
Would you feel like scared of like doing the lean forward thing? Like I feel like that would be like you're putting all your trust in the ballast of this machine to not fall over face first.
Yeah, that's like a trust fall.
And like, what happens if you like hit a big curb? Like, will you like face plant onto it?
You'll die. That's what'll happen.
Well, I mean, think about it.
Yeah, you'll face plant.
You're no fun.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, DCU.
Go ahead with your DCU.
What? What do you think of the Flash trailer?
I thought it was good. It looks interesting. I want to see what the changes are from the original Flashpoint comic to this. Well, I mean, I guess I kind of already know what some of the changes to the Flashpoint comic are, but
I mean, yeah, we have a different Supergirl too.
I mean, that's okay. I don't mind that.
Neither do I.
The Supergirl didn't the Supergirl show get canceled already?
Yeah, but people are like, she's not blonde, and I'm like, it's the multiverse. That doesn't fucking matter anymore. They just opened the multiverse. By that logic, anything can happen.
But to also be fair, I don't know if Supergirl's ever not been blonde.
She has been. Well, I know Brainiac made a clone of her and gave her she made her like a sleeper agent or something and named her like Sir L CIR-L. And that's a Supergirl with dark hair, brown skin, and like an almost all blue suit with a red S.
Like the one in the trailer?
Yeah, but has completely blue outfit. So they're like the one in the trailer has a red cape still.
Oh, is it like a blue space outfit and she has like a reverse S on it?
I think so.
Oh, never mind. No, I don't think that's it. This is me trying my best to be good at DC information with not knowing a lot.
Sir L. Yeah, it's a different, but anyway, it's a different version of Supergirl. So yeah, she hasn't always been blonde. That's just been the most prominent one and whatnot. I I'm excited to see it because Michael Keaton is a fucking badass.
That's what I'm excited for. But I wonder,
He
is
said
it
the thing, and I was like,
is it gonna be Bruce Wayne Batman, or is it Thomas Wayne?
It's Bruce Wayne. I don't think they're doing Thomas Wayne in this movie.
Just saying, they missed out.
I know it. They missed out on a lot, but
it's okay.
That movie was trouble from the start.
I mean,
Ezra.
The movie itself, not trouble. The actor himself, whatever the fuck he thinks.
It's a guy.
Whatever. Well, yeah, but he refers to himself as a they, them. So I'm trying to be polite.
I can't laugh.
They are a problem. Like, there's a lot wrong with that person. They're a fucking calamity. But
yes,
the movie itself looks good. And like, again, because they are such a calamity, I have such a fucking conflicting feeling about watching the movie.
Then pirate it and you won't give them any money.
Well, I don't want to do that either because I care about the people who work on things. Unlike some people.
I do too. I don't want them to get a fraction of my money.
Unlike some people.
I don't give a shit. I don't want to go to the movie theaters anymore. After COVID hit, I'm like, you know what? I like watching shit at home. Fuck going to the theater. I can pause the movie, take a shit.
That's fair.
And then come back. Can't do that at the theater.
No, you're right. I mean, you're missing the whole reason the theater experience was a theater experience, though.
I understand that. I went to school for that shit.
Yeah, I know.
But I don't care anymore.
I'm not here to deter your thought train or change what you believe, but I'm just saying you're wrong.
You're wrong, bitch. It's your fucking opinion.
There's nothing better than being in a theater of people who also are there to watch the same movie as you, who are just as excited to see that movie with you, and getting the roaring, cheering crowds when things happen in a movie.
It only happens in fucking America. But I understand that because that's what happened when I saw Dragon Ball Super Broly. When you see Vegeta get the fucking shiny red hair, the whole theater was like, yeah. I'm like, me too. I got a boner instantly.
Yeah. Like I'm saying, like, I get maybe not every movie you want to watch in theaters, but how are you swearing off all of the theaters forever?
Well, no, I didn't say all. I just say that's how I prefer it. Last time I went to theater, it was worth going to theater. Top Gun Maverick. Obviously, second best movie of last year, but still, first one being the one I still haven't seen yet. Everything Everywhere All at Once. But
great movie.
I will see it eventually. I'm still finishing Peaky Blinders. Shut up.
You can literally take an hour out of your time, and it's a 2-hour movie.
An hour? It's not an hour.
Movie. You could literally take 2 hours out of your life just to watch a movie. Just 2 hours. 2 fucking hours. You could put it on stream and watch it as it happens and not play it in the background. And then you could just do that and do a watch along. You could do a watch along on your stream with your friends.
I don't do that shit. That is not my content.
It sounds like fun. Hey. It's just like watching it's just like watching a movie with your friends, but online.
No, and then because then people are going to talk.
Then you can all like geek out and say shit, whatever. Like, you don't have to, it makes it more casual. It makes it more fun. Yeah. And especially for a movie like that, you would feel a lot from that because it has a lot to do with generational trauma as an Asian child.
I mean, we both had that. Hello?
Yeah, I know. I've already watched it, which is why I'm telling you need to watch it.
Okay, but I'll get to it eventually. Point is, I go to the theater if I'm really picky. So it has to be worth me going there in person. And Top Gun definitely did that because, the sound alone was better in the theater. Although I did not see it in IMAX. I should have.
I get that maybe it's a big deal to hear the jet engines roar. Maybe
of course it's a big deal.
Maybe I'm just fazed by it because I work at an airport.
Yeah, but those are different planes. They're not the same. It's not.
A jet engine's a jet engine, dude. One mate.
It's not an F-15. Okay, that's sexy. It's a 747. That's not as sexy.
757. Thank you very much. And Airbus's A302s, B752s. If you want to be that granular about it.
This fucking nerd. God. Damn. Anyway, point is mid. I don't know if I put. I know that it's like supposedly like in terms of sound production, one of the greatest movies to have, but it's just like I don't get it. To me, it's not that insane
to hear a jet engine sound.
It's power. It's for people that like that adrenaline rush. It's like people that love motorcycles or See, you understand it when you hear like a good car sound. It's the same thing.
Yeah, because there is a massive difference between a tuned car and a stock car.
No, I understand that. And it sounds sexy if you have the right stock car. And it definitely sounds sexy when you have a tuned car. But
no, there are very, very few stock cars that sound good off the lot.
I almost said the wrong word.
What were you about to
Mustangs.
say? Mustang?
No, I was gonna say Mexicans, but I'm like, wait, that's not a car.
That's fucked up, man.
Ow!
Why are you buying them off the lot?
What do you think? I can't laugh. Fuck. Mustangs sound sexy off the lot.
No, they don't. Oh,
yes, they do. It's American power. You're a bitch.
No, Mustangs sound like ass, dude.
Attack
me in the comments. I hate the sound of Mustangs. Mustangs sound terrible.
No, they don't.
There are way better cars you could find with better sound. Camaros sound better.
Another one sounds great off the lot. Well, when they were on the lot, the Pontiac G8 series.
G8s
I love
are
those
cool.
cars.
Those things are fast. I raced one down a street once. Or I raced with one down a street.
I always thought they were cool because my friend is like, I know you like Mustangs. Now watch me beat a Mustang in this fucking thing. And he did. Well, the Mustang model at the time. It's like because it looks like a fucking sedan, and you don't know how beastly it is. That shit's got tons of room too inside.
Sleeper cars are the best cars.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
People think they're hot shit till the minivan pulls up on them with 1,000 horsepower.
Right, and there's fucking shreds all over you.
Have you seen that video?
Yeah, I've seen a video like that. I've seen one where there's a guy turning on a freeway and he sees a Porsche or something, and then there's a little tiny shitty car catching up to the Porsche at full speed. Like, oh my god, what are you doing?
I have a runny nose. Go ahead, continue your story time.
I'm trying to think of what movies I would see in theater this year. Probably Rise of the Beasts. Probably Oppenheimer.
Oh, I'm absolutely seeing Oppenheimer. Are you going to watch it in 70?
Fuck yeah. I didn't know it was in 70.
Yeah,
I'd love to see that.
They're going to have it in 70, 35, and then IMAX.
The last movie I saw in 70 was Interstellar, and it was fucking beautiful.
I can't remember the last time I've seen a movie in millimeter format.
Well, yeah.
I think I for sure. And me and Patty got the AMC A-list membership.
Oh wow! Before they start charging for better seats, their stupid policy.
Nah, they're not going to do that.
I hope not, because that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
They went back on it the day after.
Oh,
they were like, "Oh, we didn't mean to do that. It was an accident." They were supposed to tweet that.
I saw that.
Yeah,
they're like, "Yeah, this is going to be an idea." I'm like, "Yeah, exactly. It's a stupid idea."
Yeah, that's a company's way of testing the waters before they do something.
That's a good way to do it.
That when they do stuff like that, they're just like, they put it out there by a leak, and then it gets whatever reception, and whatever the reception is, they go, yes, we didn't mean for it to leak, but it either goes one of two ways. It's either we didn't mean for it to leak, but this is what the future is going to be, or we didn't mean for that to leak. It's just an idea.
Yeah.
And it's just an idea is when it gets shit reception. And that is exactly what it got, because
that's not dumb. A fucking concert or a sports game. It's a movie. Exactly. Yeah. It's different.
It'd be one thing for them to charge for the seat if it was like a live event or something. Like, say they were doing just for shits and giggles. Imagine they were doing a simulcast of an opera or something. Or some big production that they're doing somewhere, and they simulcast it in theater with all the speakers, all the stuff, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Then it makes a little bit more sense because it's a simulcast. It's a live event, something like that, like where you're taking your people and trying to put them in the audience of somewhere else. That makes sense. That, to me personally, makes sense. But if you're telling me I'm going to go watch fucking the new Demon Slayer movie and I'm going to have to pay more money for a better seat fucking up there, fuck you.
Fuck that noise.
That ain't right. It ain't right. And I don't believe it. And I do not subscribe to that. But A-list is cool. I need to go watch more movies now. I need to go watch The Whale before it's out of theaters.
I need to watch that too, but I'll pirate it.
I will not pirate that movie. at all.
Well, that's you.
I don't know. I feel like I get it. I understand where people come from, where it's just like, yeah, only a portion or a fraction of the money is going to go to the creators and the workers, et cetera, et cetera. But it's still money that they're going to get.
No,
as
I
opposed
get
to
that.
pirating it and nobody gets anything. Like I understand people hate the fact that the larger studios get more money out of it than the workers will, but it's still money that the workers get.
No, I understand that. I had a whole lecture on that in college when one of my professors it's like 12 back when it was $12. Yeah, it's $12 for a ticket. Just go there because it takes millions of dollars to make this movie.
Mhm.
Just do it versus not doing it because that's not cool. And before for longest, I
What
didn't
an
pirate.
argument.
I lost my train of thought. Shut up, bitch. Anyway,
Jesus.
cheese is nice. But no, lost my train of thought.
Pirating movies, your lecture.
Yeah.
Your teacher.
Yeah. So wait. Oh yeah. So I used to not do it because of that. I used to go pay for every movie. I go see one movie a month back in college. Because that was a thing to do.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'd be totally against pirating. But then COVID hit. I'm just like,
why'd you vocalize that?
Because shut the fuck up. Then COVID hit, and I'm like, you know what? Never mind. I don't fucking care.
I don't know. I think after COVID hit, it made me care more because I realized that during the pandemic, when when businesses started just shutting down because they didn't have income and they didn't have a way to survive through that whole thing, people abusing the government loans and funds that were given to them, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It made me realize that if you want something around, you pay the money for it. Like if you like a game, don't you want more people to buy the game so that the game company sees, hey, this is popular, people want more. We'll do DLC, maybe we'll make a second game. It depends on how well it does or how well the studio thinks of it, what the story is, et cetera, et cetera. There's a lot of extenuating circumstances to what sequels are. But if you want something to continue, you purchase it to show the interest to the company because the company only sees dollar signs. They don't.
No, I get that.
They don't always see it. Like nowadays, we have people in place in powers of position in these gaming studios and companies that actually care about what people feel and how people feel about their games, which leads us to higher quality games, to be fair. But if the more money you spend on these things in these platforms, in these ecosystems, the more people, I believe, have, what's the word? They have, they have more reasoning to come back and do more with that IP. That property has more value to them because people will buy it. And on top of that, people love it.
That's why I don't fucking pirate games. Well, there's two reasons. One, because you never know if that shit's going to work properly or give you a virus. Number two, because with games, it's easier to pay for than a movie. So a movie, $12 for 2 hours of your day. If you don't like the movie, you don't get your money back. You can't refund it. Game, you have on Steam, you have 5 hours to test out your game. If you don't like it, you can return it and Steam will give you back your fucking money or other companies, whatever. So there's no need for me to pirate a game because I can test it out, see if I like it, or I can watch gameplay videos without spoiling it. You can't really watch because there's no side store. There's no side quest shit in movies. You can be doing side quests and showcase off gameplay without spoiling the main story. You can't do that in a movie. You're just looking at a teaser and that might not be enough to convince people, yes, I'm going to watch this. So yeah, I always, I can't pirate games for that reason. Because
Interesting reasoning.
Yeah.
I love how none of your reasonings were, I need to help pay these poor developers for their food.
I don't give a shit. I have my own fucking stuff to pay for. The hell? And the other thing that I've pirated was software. So Photoshop, not in the past, Photoshop. Right now, I pay for the whole suite. But I did that because I was poor. Because back then, Photoshop was like $600 for a fucking license.
Yeah.
And for other compositing software like the Foundry, it's $3,000 for a yearly license.
Mm-hmm.
And for Autodesk Flame, $750 for a monthly license. So fuck that shit. Because when I did VFX stuff, I had to keep practicing at home. So I would pirate Nuke because there's no fucking way I'm going to be able to use the student version of Nuke and create the VFX needed to get hired. So I just pirated the official, the normal 5K license one, and I would go with that. But yeah, I don't care about the people. Nope.
I guess that's
too
fair.
Too expensive.
Maybe it's just a personal thing.
Yeah.
I listen to so much gaming news that I hear the plight and fight of the worker. I don't know. To me, it makes it personal because it's not only that, it's the same thing as content creators supporting other content creators. And while at the to the naked eye, looking at it, you're just like, oh, they're a small business. This person's a big studio, blah, 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 blah. Not all studios are fucking big. Just because they have a big name on them doesn't mean that there's like 1 million people working there, thousands of people. There's literally at most of the time, it's like 100 at the most. And that's a high number for a developer. I think, I forgot who, I was listening to one of my podcasts the other day and they were saying, who was it? I think Insomniac had around like 200 workers at the time.
Oh, fuck?
Yeah, and it's only 200. Think about that. Like, you would think a games as crazy, like graphically and mechanically as like Spider-Man would have a little bit more than 200 people working on it. And at the time, I'm sure there were less people working on the Spider-Man game. I'm sure it was down to like one specific team and it was like their first shot. But now they've done so well with a Marvel franchise that Marvel's like, hey, you know what? Here, take some money. Take some money, make some more. And now we've got Spider-Man 2 coming out later this year. Wolverine planned for next year.
Yeah.
Like and they've only got 200 working on 2 games. I have no idea what it takes to create a current generation game, but I dabbled back when I was a kid, when I was real young, on game programming and like code writing. And it's difficult. It's fucking difficult just to make a 2D like simple ass game.
RPG Maker is fucking difficult, for example.
Well, shit, RPG Maker is difficult as hell because you've got to create a story. That's a different kind of difficulty because they give you the pieces. It's basically like a puzzle game if you think about it.
Yeah, but you're still making a game.
You're still making a game
with the assets.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But that alone, with a little assistance as a starter kit, basically for teaching people how to build games.
Yeah,
that's still fucking difficult with help added to you. So yeah, there's a lot going into games and shit.
Like sometimes we play games and they're not always that great. And I'm like, I try my best to be informational about it and not rude about it, because a game can be bad, but you have to understand how to explain it as a bad game.
Forspoken.
Well, yeah, I could explain to you the problem that they faced and the problem that the game faced. I can explain it to you without being an asshole about it, you know?
Oh, yeah. No,
there is a way. Have to be. There's a way to do it. There's a way to criticize somebody. Criticizing people is only good when you can help them build up and come back stronger.
Constructive criticism.
Yeah, that I understand that some people get off. There are people on the internet that get off on that, dunking on people. You know, when people put out a bad game, people put out a mock video to mock the game, be like, yada, 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 this and that. And it's just like, dang, dude, like, you could just give some constructive criticism and be real about it and not be a jerk about it.
Oh, yeah.
Just a little bit. Like, I get they spent all this money on this game. It should be better, but you don't need to sit there and like crap all over them and be like, you guys fucking suck. They're just not going to be constructive for the team to want to work on something else. Like, I'm sure they have a point where they make a game when they're so far in their careers of making games that they're like, you know what? People are going to have their opinions. I love the game. And it's true.
Yeah.
Like, that's fine. That's absolutely fair. You love the game for what it is, and critics will respond how they will. But there's still a point where critics should have a modicum of respect for these people. And I hate seeing videos online where people are just ragging down on these developers and these people just because they think that a game shouldn't be this way. Like, I saw somebody bitching about the God of War series one time on YouTube, and they were saying like, this is not the future of video games. This is trash, blah, 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 this and that. Blah, blah, blah. I'm basically watching a movie. I'm not even playing a game anymore, this and that. I'm just like, dude, you're missing the whole point of this story. The gameplay is part of the story, and the story is part of the gameplay. Like, it builds in together. It weaves together to make a very specific narrative. And that's the whole point. Games have always been about storytelling. And it was literally like a 40-minute rant. And I like listened to the first 10 minutes and I was like, this guy's, as much as I hate having to be that person, I was like, this guy's a fucking idiot.
Yeah. There are people out there.
But it's all shock value. And that's the kind of content that I hate seeing, because it's literally just valued for the fact of shocking people, getting people riled up to comment back. It's as if we got on this cast and started like straight going off and like, I don't know. What's hot right now? Oh, yeah. It's like if we went off on Hogwarts Legacy and said, J.K. Rowling is a blah, 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 and just like went on hard on shock value just to get the views onto the video.
Yeah.
And that's not what I want to do. I want people to come in here because they enjoy, number one, our fucking idiocracy and
idiocy.
Idiocracy. This is a democracy of idiots. Don't you fucking start.
Okay. Still idiocy. Not a word, but okay.
But I want people to come in because they enjoy that. And I want people to come in for the content because, for the most part, it's somewhat wholesome.
Yeah.
We have our moments, obviously. Everyone has their moments. But I tried to make sure that the content is available not only for people our age, but for people younger than us, because sometimes people younger than us just need a little informational value to be added on the face.
Or that.
Yeah. Or that. I mean, to be fair, every once in a while, somebody's got to get a slap. Even I've got to get slapped every once in a while.
I'd love to do that to you. I can help.
That sounds wrong.
Well, pucker up. Smack.
That's even worse, dude. You started off strong and then went stronger.
That's what I do. I'm pretty strong.
Oh, well. But yeah. All I'm saying is, at the end of this rant, guys, if you love something and you really want it to succeed, pay the money. It's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. You want to support people just as much as we want to support other creators. Support us, And it's as simple as watching a video. It's as simple as watching a dev diary. When devs go on their personal pages or their Twitters or their studio's YouTube page, like, and puts up a video for people to watch, like, watch it. Get involved with the industry in a way that before you may not have had the chance to. Because back in the day, we didn't get these dev diaries. We didn't get anything like it. All we had was fucking what was it? Not Game Informer. What was it called before that? Electronic Game Magazine.
Oh yeah.
EGM. We had EGM and the early days of IGN. That was the only way we got stuff. And then we got G4 eventually, which was also Tech TV at its inception.
Back when it was good.
Back when it was wild. But I mean, they try, them, just like them. G4 got shut down recently, and it's because they didn't get the support. The company didn't see what they wanted to see in their first year, and whether or not it was actually good for what it was, like, it just didn't do what the company needed. And because it didn't get the support, they shut it down, which sucks. They
should have brought back the original hosts for X-Play. That's why.
They did. They had Sessler.
No. Yeah, but they're missing Morgan.
Morgan has her own life now. She's not even in the industry.
I don't give a shit. That's why it failed.
You can't bring back somebody who's gone from an industry. You can
And you shouldn't
try.
bring it back, period. You should have just left it alone.
Everything has to change eventually, Sniffles.
No.
You cannot have...
It doesn't mean it has to be accepted.
It doesn't mean that you need 50, 60-year-old people doing these reviews, though. At a certain point, people's viewpoints change, and younger people do have the pulse on what younger people think. It's true.
My mind doesn't change. So
well, I get that, but I'm just trying to show you, like, the way you look at Fortnite is not how the rest of the world looks at Fortnite. I know you hate Fortnite for a very specific reason. The rest of the world sees it as it's actually pretty fucking amazing. And it is. I don't play it because I just don't like the building factor. I don't think that's fun. For me, as playing in a battle royale, I'd rather just play a battle royale. I'll just play Apex.
Yeah.
But to a lot of people, it's super fucking cool. It is unique. You can't deny that. In a game where you can build your own defenses right up there in the thick of battle. I mean, yeah, some people get way over the top with it, but and all I got was a yeah.
No, that wasn't a yeah. It was an eh.
I don't get anything back. Nothing.
It's shit. It's a shitty game. There's shitty people playing the shitty game.
Well, explain why. Tell me more. Tell me more.
Because it's first of all, it's a third person fucking one, and they're clowning the shit out of it by adding. I know they're trying to be special by adding all these different characters and shit.
Yeah,
but stop it. It's terrible. Just stick to what you're good at. Pew pew build. GG.
I mean, when it comes down to it, games as a live service is all about the services you offer. They have updated the game. They do change it quite frequently. They did add the no build mode, so there is a mode where you don't build and you just shoot. The skins are just there for people to pay more to make more money.
So I hate it.
But subjectively, from the outside, not putting in your objective look at it, you have to admit it is a wildly successful game.
It's successful.
And you have to admit that there is a large amount of positivity surrounding it.
Unfortunately, yes. With 3-year-olds.
With grown-ass adults.
A
lot of grown-ass people like playing Fortnite still, and that is what it is. It may not be the most hardcore of shooters, and it may not be the most hardcore of battle royales, but it is nonetheless the most successful one. It paved the way for what battle royales are now.
Yeah.
None of the other, and I know you don't like battle royales, but we would have none of them without Fortnite, basically.
No, because it started with H1Z1.
It did, but
yeah,
did H1Z1 or PUBG do anything?
We wouldn't have it without PUBG because that was the most successful. Then Cocknight came around and is now the most successful. So
PUBG and H1Z1 were great. For what they were fun. But they didn't do what Fortnite did to the genre. When you speak about a game changing the genre completely, Fortnite did that.
Okay. I guess. I don't really have a comeback for that. I don't.
I try my best.
I'm trying to think of one.
I try my best to stir conversation. This is what I get.
This is not the stirring conversation if you want me to rant. This is not the topic. I just don't care about Battle Royale to warrant a meaty shots fired back. Yeah. Have to pick a different game. Sorry, John.
It's okay. What else you got there for Seger Storytime?
I don't have anything else. That was it.
That was it? That was only like 2 stories.
There's 3. I had a bloody nose, Walmart.
Bloody nose doesn't count as a story. It was like 5 seconds.
Well, it was still something that happened. 4 because then ranch.
You literally were just like, I had a bloody nose this week.
I did. Well, I was picking my nose.
It was like, okay, cool. What happened with that? Like, oh yeah, I just had a bloody nose.
That's never happened to me before.
Never before. You've never had a bloody nose.
I've never had a bloody nose. Nope. I've had blood come out because like I scratched my nose or like I'm sick and like I dislodged the dry mucus and there's some blood, but not to the point where it's like dripping out that I have to shove my tissue in my nostrils to make it stop. That's never happened until, recently. What are you doing?
I was wiping my nose off camera.
Oh, swipe it on camera.
I'd rather not. It's awkward.
Why?
Because it's awkward.
Not. It's only awkward if you make it awkward.
It's awkward. Try to be polite.
Fuck being polite.
Have you watched any of Trigun Stampede?
No, I'm still watching Peaky Blinders.
Oh my god.
And I've been watching stupid shit on YouTube. That's what I did when I turned off the stream yesterday. I was just staring at YouTube because I was so faded, and I'm just like, "Yo, this is stupid shit." Yeah,
I forget. No,
I sat there for
that's
like
my
an
fault.
hour.
I forget that you don't watch your subs, anyways. Never mind.
No, well, the dub is out. Oh, yeah, I watched My Hero Academia yesterday, which was really that episode was very fucking dark to watch while high. It was the one where it was basically, it was showing Endeavor and how he was treating his family in the past and how much of a piece of shit father he was. I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe this is actually here in this fucking story. Like, I didn't expect it to go that dark, and he was just using
they went there
his wife for kids, and I'm like, this is fucking evil. Like, he is a shitty fucking hero for doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. I will not defend him for what he did to them, but let the story play out.
Yeah. No, there's only 2 more episodes anyway. Yeah. And then I guess we have to wait next year for season 7 or whatever. Yeah.
Probably. It makes sense. It takes a while. If they're not currently working on it, then yeah. If they're currently working on it, I could probably, it's February. I could see us getting it maybe late in the year. But
come after me and say, why haven't you watched Stampede when you still haven't watched fucking Made in Abyss, and there's 2 seasons out already and a movie? Well, 2 movies that do 3 movies, 2 of them do recaps, 1 is actually canon.
So I'm literally watching 5, 6 other things, not just one thing.
I've been telling you this since I met you again in the past couple of years, whenever the fuck your last birthday was. That was years ago. It was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
2 years ago?
Yeah.
It wasn't during COVID. It was before COVID, right?
No, it was right after.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so 2021.
Yeah, 2021. It's 2023. A year and a half.
Yeah. I've been telling you to watch Made in Abyss since then, and you're like, so yeah, you can't give me shit. That was a year and a half ago.
I'll get to it. I will get to it eventually.
It's really good.
Well then.
What?
I don't know.
I don't have anything else. I'm trying to think.
I don't really have anything else either. I've been sick all week. I played through all of Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh, yesterday you finished?
Yeah, I was finishing it while you were playing it.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, I finished it, and now I can finally move on to Hi-Fi Rush. If you don't know what Hi-Fi Rush is, it's a...
Yeah, I do. We talked about it the last cast.
Yeah. I was like, your silence was just like deafening about it. I was just like, oh, I guess you don't know what Hi-Fi Rush is.
I'm like, I have to. I was there.
It's pretty good.
I bet it is. I'm never going to play it. Yeah.
Might be a Game of the Year contender.
No.
It's really
good. Absolutely not.
It's actually really good.
Absolutely no way that's a Game of the Year contender.
I don't think it'll win Game of the Year, but I am absolutely positive it's going to get talked about. It's going to get talked about, and it's going to place in top 10s for sure.
For sure. Yeah. We'll see.
For sure. It's just good. Like I don't know what it is about it. It's charming. It is a charming ass game. Like the combat's fun, especially with the rhythm aspects into it, and the music is fucking good. It's so good. It's so catchy. And it just feels fun. It's a nice little fun, lighthearted game that you don't typically... The last like 6 major releases we've had have all been massively depressing fucking games. Just super dark, serious games. We haven't had a fun, go-lucky game in a while.
How is Elden Ring depressing?
Literally, The beginning is you dying.
Oh. How do you play the game if you're dead?
You go to the lands between.
Oh, that's cheating. Okay.
The lands between is a place that exists between death and life. And in that land is another bunch of people who also have not fully died, and etc. etc. Basic Dark Souls story.
I never knew the story.
Epic as fuck Dark Souls story. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, of course.
But it's still just, it's similar. It's got its similarities. But it was really good. And it wasn't that the story of Elden Ring was not what made it game of the year. What made it game of the year was the way you got the story, the way you weren't hand fed your narrative, the way you.
I understand that. Like sandbox games, that's what they do. You find the story yourself.
Even sandbox games nowadays hand feed you stuff. Horizon, Assassin's Creed.
It's not a sandbox. That's definitely not a sandbox. Assassin's Creed's not a sandbox. It's linear. Open world linear. You can't go to the end and fight the last boss. You have to go through a series of quests before you get to the final boss.
Even with Elden Ring,
sandbox means you can go directly to the end, like Breath of the Wild. You can go, well, when you have like 3 hearts and a few quests completed, you literally beat fucking Ganon with as minimal gear as possible. You can't really do that in a lot of other games. That's what I mean by sandboxy, is having that kind of freedom from the get-go. So Elden Ring is along those lines. You can basically go anywhere in the game.
I suppose so.
I mean, look at always the best Minecraft for sandboxes, because that's the staple. You can literally do anything in that game. You can program the cubes in the game to make a fucking vehicle, make a phone call, make a Game Boy.
That's true.
That's fucking ridiculous.
I will take that. Still. These open world games hand feed you the story.
Like Conan does that.
Even Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto was a sandbox.
The first one?
No. 5.
It's not a sandbox.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Absolutely.
It's not. No, it's not. Yeah. It's not, because you have missions and quests that you have to do in order. It's open world. The multiplayer is pretty sandboxy because you can do literally anything, but the single player is not sandboxed. It's open world, but it's linear. Because if you don't do the main story quest, you can't progress. Versus if all the quests were available and you can just go to do the last one from the beginning, that would be more sandboxy because there's no linear path to follow. What are you doing? Trying to prove me wrong? John.
I am. I sure am.
Are you looking up the definition for sandbox game?
Well, I already looked up the definition for sandbox game, which is why I gave you that argument against open world linear games versus Elden Ring. But no. I guess technical definition: style of game in which minimal character limitations are placed on the game, allowing the gamer to roam and change a virtual world at will.
Exactly. You can't do that in GTA because, again, everything is locked behind quests versus everything being available to you. Even the guns and vehicles are locked to you for purchase until you progress in the story. Even the multiplayer, you need to be a certain level for that to be available to you. So,
however, all Grand Theft Auto games are of a sandbox type.
Not true. Like BDO, fully expansive. Sandbox E, not a sandbox. For Black Desert on.
I don't know, man. I don't know about that argument. No. I feel like GTA is definitely a sandbox game.
Nope.
I mean, you said it yourself, GTA Online.
No, I was wrong because I forgot you're limited based on your level. You can't get certain guns because you're not level 50, for example, versus just buying them because level doesn't matter. If there weren't leveling system or any of that for requirements, that would make it sandbox.
I could argue that the requirement to make things of that nature in a Minecraft game would require you to go out and progress into the game to be able to find those things.
But there's no experience. You just find it there. Oh, hey, from the get-go, if you know what you're doing, I can go make fucking diamond gear because I know exactly what to do.
You could, but you have to progress through the game to get to that point.
You don't. There's no leveling system. There's no hand-holding. Versus GTA, how do you unlock this shit? Oh, yeah, I have to progress further in the story. You'll literally get messages that say progress further in the story. And for multiplayer, there's literal level locks there that prevent you from buying guns and gear for your fucking car, for example. So, yeah.
I don't know. This is an argument for another time because it's going to take us for fucking ever to talk about this.
Yeah. Poop sticks.
But for now, I think that's all we have for today.
Yeah, a nice short episode. We're sick.
Yeah. You need to rest because you're the one dying worse than I am. I'm coming back out of it.
I haven't eaten breakfast yet, so I need to eat something.
And I need to go
salty butthole.
I need to go feed some cats.
Meow.
So I'll leave it off there. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Thanks for listening again. And if you didn't know, this is the For the Geeks podcast, where once every week or so, we get together and talk about anything we can think about. We have a link tree in our description that you can click down there, and that will give you access to our YouTube, our Instagram, and our Twitter. But if you want to look for all that stuff just through a hypertext or whatever the hell they call them, URL, there you go.
Jesus Christ.
I can't remember. I'm sick. Oh, man. You can go to YouTube. It's
going to rain this week.
Yes.
Cool. Sorry.
It's supposed to be a super cold storm.
That'll be good for my chest because humidity is better for breathing.
It's going to be really cold. I don't know if the humidity is going to be all where you want it to be.
It'll be in the air. Anyway, continue. I cut you off.
We have a link tree that you can click, which will lead you to our YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, and access to where all the podcasts are posted. This is posted on all your favorite podcast services, so you don't have to worry. You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts. You can listen to us on Spotify. You can listen to us on
OnlyFans.
I don't know who's posting our stuff to OnlyFans, but if you are, please, this is all copyrighted material, okay? You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/forthegeekspodcast. You can find us on Twitch at For the Geeks Games. You can find us on Instagram and Twitter at For the Geeks with 2 S's at the end. And you can also subscribe to the podcast on all the favorite services. For everything else, I defer you to Mr. Sniffles. Sniffs, if you want to be found on the internet, how can people find you?
Oh, so my Twitch is Seger Plays. My Instagram is also at Seger Plays, at Seger VFX is what my Twitter is also at Seger Plays. Linktree will be posted down below because I also did the intro and outro to graphics for the video. So
Indeed.
Go check those out.
Don't forget to tag Brooks for the song.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a YouTube, but
he does.
Okay. Shut up. Okay, I'll tag him then.
It's in the last video. Go look for it.
I already did it.
All right. Thanks everyone for listening. And remember, stay out of the water. It's rainy season. You're going to get sick.
The fuck? Bye.
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 Bye.